Hello, everybody, and welcome to Civilization 7's quote-unquote September patch update. We're going to check it out live, because it's actually quite a big one. If you've seen my videos recently, you'll know that there are some changes to the maps, for example. Brand new maps, new map generation, great to see. We also have some DLC, speaking of Cs, a DLC leader, 2 new civilizations. For now, I'm just going to check that the stream is running properly, so if you're a VOD viewer watching after the fact, you might want to skip ahead about 10 minutes. As I'm just briefly, as I'm going to fully turn my attention to the live stream. The music will just cut out just temporarily while I'm tabbing around. Okay, let's have a look. Can you hear me out there? Hello, hello. Maybe I should put the starting on. Yes, that's better. I tried to schedule the stream to give you a slight, just a little bit of notice. I'm worried that it creates 2 streaming instances at the same time, though. Yeah, see, there's a... Does the stream title say... the Endless Legend or Civilization? Because it looks to me like... it's gone to the wrong place. No, that's terrible. We've got 15 people waiting on another stream. My life. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I can fix this. One day I'll figure out how that actually works, and we'll get people in the right place. For now, bear with. And welcome in. God, he's just such a clown. I don't know about this guy. Okay, change the thumbnail. I was streaming on the fly. Civilization 7, there we go. Let's chuck it in the... No, let's not do that, actually. Is it AI altered content? No, because it would, frankly, almost be better at this point if it was. At least it would know what it was doing. 7 patch update. What are we? 1.2.5. That'll do. Yada 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 you. It says Endless Legend. Okay. Right. So yes. I've somehow managed to get 2 streams running at the same time, which is terrible. So I'm just going to have to go over to the other one and get those people to come over to this one. So, really sorry. If you're listening to me right now, you're in the right place. It's the people who can't hear me. I am so dumb. There are far more people over at the other stream. Oh, disaster. I don't even know how to cancel that one now. We're just gonna roll with it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Alright. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome. If you're just joining me in the right stream location, apologies. There were some streaming difficulties. Some streaming difficulties would be the understatement of my life. Okay. Right, let me pop out the chat so that I can see you guys nice and big on the side of my screen here. And we'll be good to go. Oy vey. Hello, a very good evening to you, Dan. How you doing? Alright. Keith? Keith? Looking at the civ tree, and it looks like it's going to be a powerhouse. There's a lot of rebalancing that's gone on behind the scenes for this update as well. I might have to make a third blinking video on it, just because a lot of stuff has changed outside of the big headline stuff that they've been teasing. So let me jump over onto the gameplay screen, when with 30 seconds to go, let's just get this bad boy rolling. First up, time to pick a civilization and a leader. I was going to run a poll, but I feel I need to play Lakshmi Bai, right? Luxury Bai, I've got to. Ready to rock in the correct stream, JDR! Thank you very much for waltzing your way over. Feels bad. So, this is the new leader, part of the paid DLC, not part of the free patch, important to note. But if you got the, Super Deluxe Edition 5000 or whatever it was called, then you'll have this as well. Plus 50% influence towards initiating the city-state incorporate action. In this patch update, the free update, we have new types of city-state, and all of them have been nerfed, it would seem. We'll get to that in a minute. When you incorporate one, you gain all of their units. This is very strong, I suspect. And we get some influence for defeating enemies. Okay, cool. I've got nothing unlocked. Let's get the influence boost from Benjamin's bifocals, because I think they're very good. The attribute trees have changed quite a bit as well. So it's hard to say. I reckon these traits have probably got worse as a result. Probably worse. But let's lean into it. Stuff it. Full on, full influence, full send it. We will, of course, start the game in the Antiquity Age. Recommending Assyria or Moria. Scylla is the new one, though. So I feel like... I probably have to do this, right? Am I obliged today on this day? I feel I probably am. How do I like Civ 7? Well, some of the UI has changed, Dan, but for the most part it hasn't really in this update. I don't mind it. I don't really mind basic UI, although, this is a bit of a crime happening right here. We'll get to it. We'll take a look at the new stuff anyway. City UI is mostly what's changed for this update. Here the new civilization has a ranged unit with +1 movement and +3 bombard strength, counts as a cavalry, ignores zone of control. That's right. Pretty strong. And a unique merchant. Trade route +5 gold. Per relationship level. Okay. So if we're friends with people, we'll get more money from trading with them. Alright. +3 culture, +1 for wonders. Increases the number of resources that may be assigned to the settlement by 1 if placed on rough terrain. And, happiness. Okay. It looks alright. I have to do it. I couldn't not do it, I feel. Not really liking the UI to begin with. You're not alone there, Dan. Absolutely not alone. Let's play on Deity. Because, now, the AI has changed in this update as well. Something I haven't covered in a video yet, so I'm not fully across it. But it is allegedly a bit better. We'll go quick speed rather than online, so I don't get totally brutalized. Or should I just do standard? We'll think about it. New map types. Here they are. Continents and islands and Pangea and islands are the two that are new. Continents plus, continents still there, archipelago, fractal, shuffle, and terra. So there's now actually quite a lot. 2 masses accompanied by islands of varying size, or a single natural mass with islands. Okay, let's do continents and islands. 1 of 2 new maps. I'm gonna go small, small's fine with me. And continuity mode. Advanced options, actually yes, let's quickly jump in here. And just turn off... I'm going to turn off the crises. Because they're lame. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy to leave everything as it stands here. Pangaea and Islands, says JDR. Okay, alright. Hey, look. You know what? I am very easily convinced on these things. Pangaea and Islands it is. Don't like Civ 6, Civ 5 is the best. You know, Nicholas, I kind of agree with you. Although I sort of came around to Civilization 6. It took me a very long time, though. Very long time. Great game. Civ 5 is my one. My one too, though. I'm with you. The eternal load, the loading screens, once it loads in, ironically it hasn't yet, but the loading screens are also part of the UI that's changed. I'm not sure anybody would be particularly excited about it, but hey look, here it is. Civilization ability, +1 culture on resources, plus 30% production toward our wonder. Okay, so +1 culture on resources. Can we combine this with anything here? Increases the number of resources that may be assigned to the settlement by 1. Yeah. Yeah. +1 gold for every resource assigned to the city. If we build these two on the same tile as well. Okay. So, we really do want to be friends with some people so that we can trade with them. Either that or we're just going to take them over. I guess. Interesting. We can make quite a bit of money off that, actually. Let us begin. Oh, and what a way to begin. Devilish. Kia ora, my friend. Nostalgia Civ 5 stream when? It's my birthday next month, and I often like to go back in time and visit games of the channel's past then. So I might put Humankind up against Civilization 5 and tentatively schedule a stream in for one of two of those games. I don't know which one it will be. I'm tempted to do Civ 5, but it's so old. I worry that that not you, of course, but that a lot of the audience, a lot of people won't be interested in seeing it. Civ 7 is 2 years away from being in a good spot. Yeah. Yeah. Civ games take time. Definitely. I think this UI has changed. This looks slightly larger to me. Oh. This didn't automatically go away. Very good. Alright, I'll take 2 scouts then. Feels unrefined and unfinished. Yeah, it's quite, basic, right? It's very basic. Could be described as minimalist. I don't mind a bit of minimalism. Minimalism. But, yes, your point's well taken. So this UI here has changed. Speaking of the UI, they've broken it up a little bit more. Given the warehouse its own little kind of icon. Oh yeah, okay, so here we can see it here as well. This is actually quite a good view of it. Ooh, slidey tooltip. Whoa. Okay. It has improved the readability, I'll give them that. It definitely has improved the readability. I think it looks a little bit better on the districts, though, myself. I don't know. So, +1 food on the following improvements in this settlement from its warehouse bonuses. Bonus. Farm, pastures, plantations. Sure. Maybe it'll look a little bit better once I actually build some of those. I'm going to come back to it. For now, let's get out here and do some exploring. Whoa. Devilish, thank you for the $2 super chat. In your honor, I have to pick the science here. So let's study these rare plants and see what we've got. Aha. Another little taster of the UI here. They've added little arrows to show you what you're actually getting and what's improving and what's not. I really like it over on the left-hand side, actually. That's nice. It's simple, but it's nice. Ultimately, it's maybe a little bit distracting as well, because, it's actually just building a farm. Hello, Robert. You're at work. I do not condone people secretly watching my live stream while they're working. Wink. No, that's fair enough. I respect the grind. And as always, the VOD will be up for your viewing pleasure or displeasure a little later on. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about the quality of the stream today, so hopefully it does stand up. I didn't change it down from 4K after last time's little bit of a quality issue, because I wasn't sure whether it was my computer balking out or my internet balking out. So I'm going to test it one more time on 4K. If it doesn't work today, I will have to turn the quality down a bit. And actually, I noticed an error message has just come up. If you are experiencing a drop in frames, please let me know in the chat, and I'll just change it now. Okay, so Warehouse Improvements 2. It does look like an encouraging update. Yeah, it definitely does. A step in the right direction, but it's unlikely to change the hearts and minds of the community just yet. So now this one's saying 0, this one's saying 2. I'm guessing it's because of these two. So that means number of tiles that the warehouse will impact. Still says +1. Interesting. Ooh, here's our unique unit as well. Okay. Okay. +3, +3, +3. So it does calculate the +3. It just calculates it when I go in here to build rather than here within the city UI. It could be a mistake. Interesting. Nah, playing as the new diplomatic leader, hopefully we're going to actually run into some city-states. Part of me is thinking maybe I should have played on a larger map. Aha! And just as I say that, here's one now! It's Moreau. I don't have enough influence, though, to win over these Kushite people. Kushite. I don't know. Okay. Okay. You know what? If I'm going to listen to you in the background, that's the spirit, Robert. Thank you. I do not condone this behavior. Thank you. +30 science and +50 happiness. Very good. When I was reading through the depths of the patch notes earlier before the stream, I noticed they'd changed the victories a little bit as well. Something about the scaling of the late game. They've made science a little bit easier. Research, overall, or at least the cost of about 10 technologies in the modern age, has been reduced. But we'll cross that bridge if we get there. I don't know how long today's stream will be. We'll see. Byzantine. What did they add in the new patch? Thinking of buying the game on Switch too. I'd love to know how it plays on Switch too. I'm waiting for a really good sale. They've added new maps. They've rebalanced most of the game, actually. Not just a couple of civs like it was initially seeming to be. New city-state types have been added. 2 new types. I'm not sure we've found any yet, though. What have we got here? Militarist, yike, and a money one. Okay, so we're looking for expansionist types, primarily, as well as... Why can't I think of the second type? I've made like 2 videos about it already and I can't remember. There are 2 new types of city-state. Oh, and our leader attribute trees. All of these have been changed as part of the rebalance. A lot of the issues that used to scale ridiculously now do not scale ridiculously anymore. Arguably a bit of a nerf to much of this tree. You don't think the game runs very well on Switch or Switch 2? Surely there's a difference between 1 and 2 at least. Because the Switch, I could understand it not running well on the Switch 1. The Switch 1 is pretty old. Influence. Thank you, Go Pack, go. That's the word that I was looking for. I was going to say diplomatic, but I knew that that wasn't quite right. Hey, I don't know, Andrew, we need to hive mind it as much as we can. This little new icon attracted me, and it's my new unit. Our unique merchant, right. I think we'll start with mysticism. Unique civic tree here for our new unique civilization. What have we got? Both of our unique buildings are within the mastery here. Interesting. Huh. That puts them unusually deep. Both of them unusually deep inside of a mastery, doesn't it? Are they in the tech tree as well, or nah? Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look. I immediately don't know what I'm looking for. I don't think so. Okay. That's alright. I think I'll go for the +2 culture to start with then. And maybe change off mysticism. I don't know, what does this do straight away? When you form an alliance, that's terrible. +2 happiness on resources and towns with a happiness building. Well, that's terrible as well. That's the trouble. That's a very bad thing to start with. And we probably want to start by winning over these guys so they don't raid me to death. First quick thoughts, Robert. I mean, I'll probably share them as I go. I don't have too many right now, except for, yeah, so far the stuff we've seen looks fairly nice. We've basically just seen the new UI and briefly seen the new civilization. Expansion-wise, I want resources, and the territory really doesn't have a lot. This is such an average start. Also keen to see what the map looks like, so maybe more scouts. More. Try and do a bit of rapid expansion. I think that guy was sitting there as a tower for far too long. Move along. Aha! The same wonder I find every time. It's the redwood forest. Oh yes, the building maintenance. Thank you, Andrew. That's a really big one, actually. That will massively impact the scaling of the game, you're right. Potentially also really playing into the hands of players like me who like to play tall rather than wide. On culture and science on vegetated terrain. Okay, so obviously we want to settle that pretty quickly. Let's get pottery to complete the early technologies. Hopefully, ooh. There is a way around. Because this wonder is I was about to say because it's impassable, it would be really nice to be able to block off this land, but it's actually not impassable, and I am dumb. Okay, who have we met? Ashoka. Nice to meet you. I guess we have to be friends. It hurts. My favorite resource was also nerfed, I noticed in the patch notes. Gold and silver. Gold used to provide a discount for purchasing on buildings. And so, to your point about the scaling in the late game, things just got nuts. They've gotten rid of that now. Speaking of gold, though, I'll take the $50. We'll chuck it into the capital. And then try and purchase a settler in 4 turns. My game sound alright? Is it a little bit quiet, maybe? Whoa. Did somebody say new options menu? This is cute. This is the same, though. Let me know if that's obnoxiously loud. Oh, look at this. Fireworks. I think this is different too. Do I want 2 science or 30% production towards infantry units? Probably just the 2 science, I guess. $200 gold for a settler? You've got to be joking me. This is crazy. It's madness. Okay, an old mate is fairly close to us. Minus 100% gold for a turn. So, lose 6 gold, get 40 food. No. Give me the 50 gold so that I can buy a settler next turn. Oh my word. I just really didn't want to accept that deal. Okay. We move on. Jeepers. Ease up with the expansion over here, buddy. I kind of like the look of these rivers and mountains. And actually, cotton is really nice for early growth, too. So, I've got the money. Let's... Whoop! Shoot out one of these. Send it over there. Tile expansion, I think I go this way. Try and get the cotton, maybe, for a +2/+2. Yeah. It'll do. I'm happy you could catch a stream. Welcome in. I'm very nasally today. Allergies. It's spring after all. This scout is playing with fire here, potentially going to get caught off guard. And I'm also just now thinking maybe we should step back this way and try and explore all the way around here, just in case we end up at war later on. And we'll try and bait this warrior, I guess, to just keep chasing this scout so that the settler can wander along completely undefended. Ah, okay, isn't it? Jeez, it's really trouble over there. Oy vey. Get one more scout on the go. Because, as we've discussed many times, one of the changes is the map. Literally the map itself, so I'd like to be able to reveal as much of it as I can. There's also a chance in this update that the new worlds for our exploration age won't just be left or right. They may be up and down. So, arguably, I'm slightly more incentivized than I was before to do a little bit better exploration early on, too. What is going on here? Oh. It just didn't have any movement. It's fine. Okay. Anything interesting? Headline changes are probably the new maps. The massive balance pass that they've done, which I'll need to make a video about because I'm not really across it yet myself. It was a little bit of a surprise change, and a very big one that stretches across a lot of areas. And then probably the new city-states, I guess, would be the third big change. Chat, am I forgetting something? I feel like I constantly forget one thing. Probably we want writing for science, unless there's a particular wonder I need. What about particular technologies? We've got our upgrade there. Arguably, currency is quite good for us too, because we're quite into trade and resources. Let's do that. Let's go writing currency. Beelining that bad boy. Ah, fly, you fool! Napoleon rebalance, this is true. A little bit of leader rebalancing going on, mainly to the Napoleons. A little bit of resource rebalancing to gold and silver. Okay, let's do a search. My search has revealed nothing. The old Napoleon rebalance. Oh, city UI changes is the other big one. I think that's the one that I forgot. No, I never really played Napoleon either. One of them I literally never played. I'm distracted reading chat. I'm sorry. Just wondering if I want to get my unique buildings unlocked yet. Or if we can probably push out discipline first. This wonder giving +1 science on fortifications is kind of tasty. It would move me through to Code of Laws to get my merchant. Yes, okay. Discipline it is. One change that cracked me up in the patch notes, specifically around pantheons, the AI used to... Get this. Get this. The AI used to just select the first pantheon on the list, which is insanely stupid. And something that I would do, probably. So now the AI will pick the one that's best for it. A lot of little upgrades like that that should make the game a lot better. Like, I'm half expecting to just get my butt kicked on Deity. Whereas, up until now, I've been able to beat Civ 7 on Deity most of the time. God of the Sun, +1 culture, food, gold, happiness. Interesting that they would take that one first. What now? What do I want to take? Do I want to go down the influence route because I'm influence king? Maybe I do. Although I never... This... Spit it out, Jumbo. Growth seems good to me. Culture on quarters is also a pretty good one. Potentially just food on stuff. I'm spoiled for choice. I'm not used to this. Let's get the influence one, because I'm an influence king. Kind of the Byzantines, actually. Although maybe a little closer to Greeks of civilization gone by, probably. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take City Patron. And just kind of hope for the best. The patch as a whole, actually, when you consider all of the little rebalancings that have happened to city-states and civilizations and resources and the AI, has been quite meta-breaking, I think. Obviously, I'm going to need to test that because it's only just come out a few hours ago, but that's why we're here, to test it live. on patch day. Good God, this is a terrible place to be, though, this particular tile right here. So let's get out of here. If you wouldn't mind liking the stream, we are at 100 live viewers, just about. Stream quality is excellent, which is great to see. And we've got a deal. Let's accept the deal, and let's win over some damn city-states. Here's one. 15 turns. I think I'll add some extra influence, and we'll just try and win over this one as quickly as possible. I'd also like to win over these guys as well, of course, but they should be a little bit more peaceful. 12 influence a turn. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we move on. Yes, they did release the new map scripting for modding. You're right, yeah. Speaking of mods, you should expect, if you play with mods, which I usually don't, much to some people's horror, but if you play with mods, you should probably expect all of them to be broken, because the patch has touched basically every area of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if basically every mod was turned upside down. Hey, buddy, you're kind of where I want my city to be. There we go. Sir? Excuse me, sir? Right, new scout. We need to get out this way because, look at this. I'm being forward settled. Quite aggressively. If I don't say so myself. Okay, this is a disaster. Oh my god. No wonder it's so bad down here. Okay. Cheeky search. Reveals nothing. New civ in the game. Who have we got? It's Himeko. Himiko. Hey, girlfriend. Let's be friends. Whew, that's a lot of red text. So, yep. Found our first town, the town of Daegu, which, devilish, I shall name after you. Thank you for your super chat from earlier. We're gonna stick with the theme of Daegu, but just incorporate your name into it. So, Devilishu. It's the seaside town of Devilishu. What a place to be. Oh, look. It's both of the nerfed resources in one place. How sad. Truly how sad. So what does gold do now? Gold now gives +1 gold and happiness in all settlements. It's much lamer than what it used to be. It used to give a percentage-based discount on purchasing in cities, and it was mad. Silver now gives +1 gold and food in all settlements. Okay, so they now really reward playing wide instead of reward beating the game in a cheesy way. Good to note, good to note. Probably not all that desirable, though still better than marble in most cases. Holy Kapua, look at this. Just very aggressively settled me there. This is a tight game. Physically. Because like, this border is actually this guy. So, the Morians, somebody has very much aggressively forward settled somebody else down here. I wonder who. We need to figure out where the Roman capital is. Where are you based, Freddy? Why does silver give food to your citizens eat it? This is a good point. They must be trading it. It's the only solution that makes any half-by bit of sense. Yeah, I'll take that tile. That tile looks great. +3 happiness per turn on cities? No, I think I'll save my influence. Because there are some increasingly aggressive city-states all over the place here that really dislike me. And I may actually need to just emergency purchase some units at this point. It might be a quick stream, folks. Might be a... Thanks for watching. See you next time. Get ready to lose Devilishu. Because the city-state next to me got peeved off for settling near them. Yeah. What the heck, Chaos? Look at this. It's alright, we've got a scout. It's fine. Okay. Yep. So Moreau's not happy. Run the scout back to base. Sorry, Devilish. Ooh. Panic by the warrior. Grab the marble, thus grabbing a little bit of the redwood forest for this place. And then I think if I settle another one and grab another corner of it, we can kind of milk the benefit for both towns. So that will be the idea. Here's a little bit more of the UI. Highest adjacency tile, 2. And then a little plus symbol with an arrow pointing up and to the right. Interesting. Okay. I need military units. Kinda bad. This was an ambitious... ambitious, extra settler. Okay, okay. Hope I make it that far. Yeah, I might not make it that far, Robert. But in theory, the balance passes look very good. The late game balance passes. I like what I see. I mean, some of the particular things I don't, because they will definitely disrupt how I play. But I think that's by design. Okay, we're good. We're good. Don't panic! Don't panic! What map type is it? And asks Andrew. We are playing on the new Pangaea and Islands map type. Trying to reveal as much of it as I can. Getting a little bit distracted along the way. Okay, +1 scout movement in sight is going to be extraordinarily helpful. Let's chuck it on. Advance my goal of revealing as much of this map as we can. A army commander with discipline as well, very good. I guess the scout will go this way now. Devilishu successfully fighting off the enemy. I think we can send its scout off to explore. Very good. Are the maps better? I hope so. All of the theories suggest that they will be, but the proof will be in the pudding, so let's use this stream as a little bit of that pudding. And we've met another civilization, a very smug-looking one at that. It's Lafayette. Just Citizen Lafayette. If you please. I do please. And thank you. Right, what do we got? You're there. And we don't know where anyone else is yet. Okay, good. 116 influence. Can we win over them? 170. Ooh. These guys are one turn away from being our friends, though, so we can start to get a little bit of motion in the ocean. This UI's changed a little bit. These images are a bit bigger, I think. Looks a little bit more like a mobile game, I think people will say, though. It's done that. People are going to say this looks too much like a mobile game now, for sure. More readable, though, which is a good thing. Okay. Code of Laws, 22 turns, but unlocks my unique merchant. Or get this for 10 turns and then this. I think it's time. Let's get the crappy Culpum, which is, by all accounts, really not that useful, but it will unlock some useful things. Some potential useful things. Okay. Can we get the commander through to the warrior? And can we get the settler through without dying? I really hope so. Alright, old mate over there can have open borders, that's fine with me. Scout's gonna carry on because we probably want the next town or city to go here to grab these redwoods again. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of extra randomness in the map, potentially. This kind of stuff here is quite funky. I like this. I like this a lot. Taking the influence because we're maybe piecing together some kind of influence run here. We'll see how we go. Thank you for being here, JDR. See you later. Warrior bash. Okay, Scout's gonna gonna absorb a little bit of damage here for us, I think. Oh, I didn't expect it to die. Oh boy. Okay, team. We'll try and use their Scout as cover then. If my one isn't... If my one's just going to refuse to be cover, then their one can be. It's pretty bad. I won't lie to you. It kind of sucks to lose 5 turns worth of production with a Scout randomly dying on Deity, but we'll roll with it. Do we want to get +1 culture in all settlements, or +2 combat strength on infantry? Or just get the benefit now of 25 influence. I think that's really good. I think we'll take that. And let's start befriending these grumpy boys to the north. Biomes seem to be literal strips so far. Do they? Interesting. It's definitely grouping it. I don't know if it's grouping it different to how it used to, though. Here looks a bit different, too. Frustratingly. Aha! A new symbol! And they immediately dislike me. Why do all of these independent people hate me? Alright, there's one to work on. I kind of wish I didn't buy the other one, because we've got a new one, and I'd much rather experience the new one. It's okay. Poor devilish It had a rough start, but it got there. Okay. I I see how it is. Painted rock. Maybe they could just be my settlement. No. They're just slightly too far to the west. Let's have a search around. Nothing. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, man. That scout is just blocking me at every turn. Unreal. Unreal gameplay. Okay. Potentially a very large inland lake, although... Oh, yeah, well, I mean, it does end there. It does end there. I'm guessing this opens up. Although, surely this is all just one continent. It's quite fractured. Production is very bad here. Very, very bad. I think I need to attach devilish up to the capital. Really as soon as possible, so we kind of need to grow it. It's going to be a little bit of an issue with all of that crap to the north. Okay, for now... it kind of sucks to build a brickyard. It's so bad. I'm going to do the library. This is nice. +1 science for each adjacent resource and wonder. That is definitely more readable. I don't know what that symbol next to high adjacency tile is. Is that the number of tiles? Oh, I think it's that plus. That's the same plus. That little plus there is that plus, potentially. Maybe not. I guess it could just go where the granary is. But we probably want to put it next to a resource. So let's slap it out. There. Hello, Tony. Welcome to a live stream. It is my first playthrough on the update, yes. I don't see them early, so I get them the same time you do. And it just rolled out early this morning, New Zealand time. Interestingly, the only time zone in the world, I believe, where it was actually an October patch update, not a September patch update. Pushes glasses up face. Excuse me? This. So yeah, my first game in the update. So far so good. It seems to be running well, which is a good start. Nothing worse than when a patch rolls out and it inadvertently breaks the game with a whole lot of weird bugs and glitches. 2+ is showing the highest possible adjacency is 2. Is an extra 2. Could be as well, you're right, Jose. Yeah, new update hype. Hopefully, it turns out to be good. I'm very curious to see a few different versions of the new maps. I'd love to see people's new maps. If you have Twitter and you finish a game of Civ 7, send me a photo of your map. Gold has unfortunately been nerfed. One of the things I love less about the update, though, it's probably a good move for balance. We'll give them that. It's probably a good move for balance. I don't want to take that tile, I think, because then we'll... 1, 2, 3. We'll accidentally take these ones. And let's go more science. Cool. Nice UI there, too. Oh. Devilish you. Whoa, somebody send in the commander. We're in huge trouble. I think I need to just hold my position rather than attack, although attacking the ranged unit is very tempting. Little bit of an army coming in, hopefully to save the day. Haha, here's another new city-state. Cool. Oh, no! Oh, is this gonna be a restart? Moreau, please! This is so bad. Oh, the settlers being hammered up here too. Fly, you fool. Oh, Tony, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Goodness gracious me. 10 US dollars at that. Your dollars are better than mine. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's super generous. Tony says, long live Civ. Thanks for the great content. My pleasure. My pleasure. I'll probably need to make another video about this patch too, because the balance pass in particular is, shall we say, a little more extensive than what I thought it was going to be. Oh, this is unreal. Thank you again. That's so kind. Holy moly. That's going straight to the new boiler fund. Okay. I don't really know what to do, and I don't think I survive. I think Devilish is gonna perish you. It's really bad, ooh. Okay. Ooh, another frequently discovered wonder here for me. +2 culture on rough terrain in this settlement. Okay. The warrior's gonna hold on. Devilishu may stand. +2 happiness on resources in towns with a happiness building. Very specific. And unfortunately not all that good for me right now. But we knew that going into it. We got that because it unlocks potential. So I can get my buildings, which will give me influence, which is great. Or we could get the unique merchant. When you create a trade route, receive +5 gold for the current relationship level. I don't really have great relationships either. But there's science potential here as well. When I'm playing, I usually restart over the tiniest inconvenience. You're doing much better than me. Yeah. I really dislike restarting. So I'm going to try my best to save it, but I don't know if I can. I won't lie to you. It's rough. Very little in the way of discoveries as well. Mildly disappointing. Okay, Moreau. No. Look at, have you ever seen this happen in your life? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe it. This is terrible. Do I just restart? I'm gonna run a poll. I'm gonna run a poll. I'll let you guys decide. We're playing on Deity. Alright, live viewers. There's just over 100 of you. We're just about at 40 likes. Thank you for that. But more importantly than trying to get you to engage by liking the stream, what I would really like you to do is vote on that poll, because that will literally decide what I do. Okay. Settlement lost. No. That's just terrible. That is so bad. I don't have the military to win it back either. Do we want to do a backup town? Probably. Although look, there's another wonder down here. It's gloriously good. Okay, let's see what happens. Oof. Okay. You know, that's not great. Am I liking the new patch? Yes, I am. Whew. Don't let this fool you. Plus 2 combat stream for land units within the command radius when defending. Not all that useful. I'm just trying to look if there's anything useful right in this moment. Not really. Okay, we've won over Khotan, and therefore got all of their units for free. Nice. Plus 1 combat strength to ranged or siege units for every military city-state you're suzerain of. So that could get me a benefit right now. Plus 1 combat strength to infantry for the same thing. Okay. Plus 1 settlement unit. Plus 1 war support. Plus 1 settlement unit. Plus 1 combat strength. Allows the training of a special. There's so much here. And none of it is really all that useful to me. We have a unique ranged unit. Maybe I take this for the buffer right now. Sure. Let's take flat bow. And they gave me a disappointing 1 unit. Did they? Should this not be mine? Plus 1 warrior or a free promotion. Oh, plus 1 warrior. Desperately a plus 1 on that. The poll is close. The poll is so close. 52% to 48%. Make up your mind, you fools. Okay. Oh. I think it's gotta be. The poll is dead even. That's insane. And very unhelpful. I've just lost another unit and I think we're about to lose a commander. Being ruthlessly hunted down by my future allies. Try and sneak this settler out into the total unknown. Flip a coin. Literally flip a coin. The poll is now leaning toward hold the line. Hold the line is now at 54%. Interesting. If you're just tuning in, we've had a not so great start. It'd be fair, very fair to say. A not so great start. I'm going to move down towards this mountainous tundra. The, Torre del Paine? Torres del Paine? No, literally no idea, but we're going to move down to this mountain range nonetheless. +1 science for each imported resource. Potentially very good, but not very good for me right now. We'll accept that deal. Let's get our buildings unlocked if we are going to stay. I can't believe how close it is. They destroyed the city. Yes, they just burn it down. Yeah, they as soon as they took it, they were raising it. There were 2 little symbols to the right of it, and one of them was that they were raising it. I'm not entirely sure even what the other one was, to be honest. I didn't really look at it very closely. Let's get a warrior in this town, learn from our mistakes, get it defended straight away. Moreau's now my friend, so they're going to stop fighting me, which is very nice. Maybe we go for the immediate incorporate on Khotan. That would be a good way to get a free city, quote-unquote, back to make up for losing Devilishu. Let's do it. You know, I kind of wish I made them grow first, but it's fine. It's fine. And so then we've got Moreau. Let's also work on... Oh, we should probably work on a new one. Painted rock. Let's do painted rock. Or this one, but this one's right on that border. I'm not even going to try. So let's do painted rock instead. Pretty close to a very, very aggressive and pretty advanced neighbor over there, but that's fine. Hold the line is now winning at 62%. People seem to think that the last few turns, maybe, have started to shift into my favor, no? You fools. Do I need to make another settler to make up for the loss of Devilishu? Probably. Clay pits, mines and quarries, camps and woodcutters. Let's do the camps and woodcutters and chuck it in there first, I think. I'd like a little bit of productive capacity. Once Bulsa gets online, we're gonna bolster it up proper, and then the capital can get rolling. Restart in the modern era. Just skip ahead. Honestly, not a bad idea. Alright. Okay, for now, I guess I'll keep going until I hear otherwise. I'll leave the poll open. Another resource. Very good, very good. Chuck it on the capital. We actually should be very safe now that Moreau is our friend. So I think the army can move out. We'll keep one warrior bouncing between, though. Just in case. Oh, yeah, the Founders Edition thing in the settings. You know, I actually had already turned that off. It must have turned itself back on. Where is it? There it is. Good call. Oh, I can't do it in-game. That's annoying. But actually, ultimately, not the end of the world. I will, if I remember, turn that off after this, though. Because I agree, it's kind of lame that it just replaces the civ unique one, especially on a stream where part of our goal, at least, is to check out the new civilizations. Oh, actually, something I would like to check is myself. So, when you incorporate a city-state, you gain all of their units, right? I thought I must have been missing something there. So we do actually need to incorporate it before we get its stuff, rather than just befriend it. So, incorporating these guys makes sense to get their one slinger. Woohoo! Science from imported resource, happiness on resources and towns with a happiness building. Okay, so those are all still useless. Let's get our commander to do what a commander should actually be doing and grab that unit so I don't need to mork them both. Total waste of my time. Anything useful here? All trade routes between you and your allies reward food and production equal to its gold. That's pretty cool. Resources, towns. +1/+1 on resources and towns that are trade outposts. That's potentially quite strong, but nah, I think for now I can overlook these. The range is maybe useful, but no. I move on. It's got to be Code of Laws. Yeah, the one slinger. A total saving of 60 influence, though. And the incorporate was only 160, so you could argue, even at just one unit, it's not actually all that bad a value. If you get 2 units, it's good value. Anything above 2, it's actually quite strong. Very strong. I think I need to get masonry just to get the monument unlocked, because have 3 culture buildings is going to be quite difficult. Although, hello, lecture hall. What have we got here? Increases the number of resources that can be assigned by 1 if placed on rough terrain, and otherwise it gets +1 for adjacent wanderers, and that's it. The pagoda requires mountainous terrain and natural wonders. So I'm looking for mountainous, rough terrain on rough next to mountain. On rough next to mountain. Okay. Well, as luck would have it. So this tile's next to 2 mountains, which is pretty good. I wonder if I just take that. I think I do. Yes. Let's do it. A nice spot for a pagoda next to 2 mountains. I'm going to build it right now. I'm so stoked on that. It's so cool. Oh. Although this is also pretty cool. +6 gold per turn. But we're playing an influence game. Why doesn't that say +6, I wonder? Interesting that it doesn't automatically calculate it. +3 and then 3. So yeah, so that's adjacency. So it's +3 gold by default, and then +3 adjacency. I think you're right. Because there's your +6. And that's a spicy meatball. I'm going to build that first. I can't resist that extra gold. Liking the map so far? If you're just joining in with the stream... Ooh, hello. There's another new city-state. Map generation has changed in this patch update. And we're playing on one of the new map types. Yeah, I like it too. This massive inland lake is pretty cool. I'm assuming this is all one continent. Although, I mean, it's gotta be. The question is, where do the outside islands begin? I don't think they even begin here. I don't think we've found it yet. Because this is the new Pangaea with Islands map. Yes, it is! And here's a new city-state. A Diplo one, an Influence one. So now we've found both new types. Here's the other new type, if you're just joining us. Holy cow! Painted Rock! Currently at war over here. We need to win them over quickly. Let's chuck some more influence at them. Before they lose all of their units. The map looks good. It genuinely does, yeah. Are we having fun yet? Ooh, well, these guys aren't. In fact, these guys are having the worst turn of their lives. It's a total ambush. Oh, get out of there. That's terrifying. Unbelievable. Painted Rock's about to get wiped off the map. We've got Moreau as a backup too. We've got 2 on the go. It's not Painted Rock. It's Longsheng. Longsheng. Ah. You're absolutely right. Painted Rock are these ones here, then, potentially. How are you liking the new leader? Good question. Well, the Incorporate was really cheap, actually. This provides a lot of value, is what I will say. That's really all I can say so far. I'd love to spend a bit of money on Bolster. Let's bolster it up with a granary, I suppose. +1 production on food buildings, or +1 gold on food buildings. Take the production. Pretty short on production. And huzzah! New city-state incorporated. So, to answer your question about the new leader, 50% reduction on the cost of incorporating a city-state. When you incorporate it, you gain all of their units. So it's effectively like use levy unit on all units. And when one of our land units defeats an enemy, we gain influence equal to the enemy unit's combat strength, which is nice. I haven't really been able to use that much, but this is really nice because this incorporation was dirt cheap. Let's grow this puppy out straight away, out this way, because it's the territory's pretty hot. And here's my, now, only 1 free unit, which you might think is terrible. And obviously it's almost the worst possible outcome. But as I was saying earlier, if levying a unit costs 60 influence, and it only cost me 160 to get this, then it effectively only cost me 100 to get this. And that's a very cheap free settlement. And helps to make up for the mistake from earlier too. Rep Devilishu. Gone but not forgotten. Does the game feel harder? Well, if this one match is anything to go by, yes. But a sample size of 1 is, of course, not a great sample. In theory, it should be harder, though, so it backs up the theory. Mainly because of the reduction in the scalability of things. Buildings are more expensive, especially later on. A lot of the crazy bonuses have been dialed back. Just a fraction. I might take you over there, actually. How's the performance late game? I don't know yet. If you're talking about this patch specifically, I don't know. But I've never had any huge issues with performance in this game. Free city. Town, yeah. Free units, even with just one unit, it's decent value. Imagine if you actually got multiple units. Jeez. Painted Rock has been befriended, but their entire army is actually just nowhere to be seen. There's one. But the Moreau ones, I'm guessing they're still just hiding in the forest. You cheeky you. Okay, 5 more turns, we win them over. Then we'll immediately incorporate them before bad things happen. Oh god, I don't know if I'm going to get there in time. It depends. A very aggressive Harriet Tubman Egypt is on the border. I might not even want to take it. Longshing. Longshing. Maybe we should go down and fight them, actually, because I benefit from destroying enemy units. I gain influence from fighting, so I should try and do a bit of fighting. That I actually win. Right, let's grab that. Therefore, bolstering +1 food and production on tundra terrain in this settlement. Nice. That tile's now pretty good. I should probably get irrigation, I suppose. I don't really need the settlement, but we'll do it to get the unit upgrade in bronze working too. You're going to need to just flee. Classic Longshing. It is. Right. You can be the defender of Khotan. Which I will name in your honor, Tony. Tony Town. It's Tony Town. Hey! Thank you again. I'll actually keep this one alive, too. Alright, Moreau is our friend and is ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So many units. That's going to be a goodie. I should probably do that instead of Painted Rock. Because that's real value. True, unquestionable value. The suzerain ship is nice enough, though. Got some neat bonuses here, and the UI looks cool too, I'd note, in the background. Very flavorful. Resource capacity. Trade route range. +1 gold on trade routes. Could be very good for me. +1 gold on warehouse buildings I like, because I don't really like the warehouse buildings. Oh, that could just be tasty though, couldn't it? Received lapis lazuli. +4 production and 5% gold. I need production. I'm going to take the gemstones. They're also a resource. So, that's just got to be good. Righto, Moreau. Don't do anything stupid with your army, and in 10 turns I shall get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. for the low, low price of 160 influence. Oh, and I'll also get this town. That's pretty strong. Even with city-states being nerfed, that's pretty strong. I think I like this leader. Ah, yes. So these guys provide migrants. I saw that in the patch notes. That's quite cool, actually. +1 migrant on expansionist city-states when you befriend them. Yeah. And in 5 turns, we'll get their suzerain... suzerain bonus too. 7 units for the price is game-changing, right? It's so good. It is so good. You're right. Extraordinarily good. The value. I mean, look at this free army I'm about to get. That's mad. That's mad. Keep it up. Okay. Longqing, where's your army at? I don't want to destroy you. I just want to fight your army. For a bit of free money. I was going to send the migrant down here to grow Bulsa, but it grows in 5 turns anyway. So I might as well just use it here. Grab another resource. It's wine. We've got our pagoda under construction over here in the mountains. Very cool. I guess we could just destroy Longqing. It will get rid of a rather annoying problem. I don't think it's in my best interests, actually. I think we'll leave them alive. Considering the value that I can get out of city-states, I think it's in my best interest to leave them there. Now, I'm about to be able to take advantage of this stuff, potentially. +1 science for each imported resource, or +2 happiness on resources in towns for the happiness building. Let's chuck that in. And then let's buy a happiness building. I don't have the money yet, but nearly I do. Okay, that's fine. Get it. Get him painted rock. Get in there. Right. Slap the lecture hall down next to the pagoda to complete our Sakal? Not quite sure on the pronunciation, but it's the new civilization for this age's new unique quarter. +1 gold for every resource assigned to the city. So at the moment, +5 extra gold per turn. You know, pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, battle stations. We've found a unit to fight. +2 influence per turn is probably better than the +2 culture. Just given that we're influence kings, or queens as it were. Bit of a waste of a turn on that front line. And I'll grab another tundra tile, not because I misclicked. No, that's not what happened. Painted rock, what have you got? So, this is, of course, the new patch update, 1.2.5, And this is one of the 2 new types of city-state. Expansionist. +2 food, +1 food on farms on desert terrain. Okay. +1 food on resource. +4 food on food buildings. Woof. +1 food and settlements for each expansionist city-state. Probably not so good. Free settler in your capital. That's nice. I could maybe use that quick boost. Settlement cap and +1 food on warehouse buildings. Huh. Huh. What? +4 food on food buildings. I feel like that is crazy good. Is it better than a free settler right now? I think it is, because I don't really even necessarily want settlers if I'm just going to grab all of the city-states. Potentially the food on resources has a good synergy with what I'm doing, but I'm going to take the +4 on food, because +4 seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. Hello, Kin. Welcome in. Are we winning? Let's actually have a look at our stats. See how we're doing on raw yield. Not terribly. Not the best, but not terribly. It was a very rough start. I won't lie to you. It was a very, very rough start. Hence why the poll was running, should I restart? However, recent turns, I've been turning it around, and our unique leader, our new leader rather, for this patch, has a very nice ability to win over city-states. So at the moment, I'm holding the line and agreeing with the currently 59% of the votes. Largely because Bulsa and Tony Town have really come in trumps here. We're playing on maximum difficulty, deity difficulty. Just to try and get a feel for how the AI plays on this patch. And I think the last time I played on the channel was deity. Certainly in the videos, and when I normally play it's been deity, because up until now, deity's been pretty easy. Relative to previous civs anyway. Like on Civ 5, deity is still very hard for me. I really struggle. But on Civilization 7, it hasn't been. It's been dead easy. Well, mostly easy, I should say. I don't want to be too overconfident about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I've certainly lost games. Boy, have I what. Though probably on balance, tend to win. I don't know if I even want that wonder. It's not that great. Could probably get a trade outpost town and make the most of this, though. Yeah, there's really nothing all that inspiring. I'm going to beeline ahead to citizenship. Elite gamer moves, that's right. The elite gamer moves. Speaking of elite gamer moves, you'll notice the new UI as well, Kin, for this patch. Here it is on display. Or anyone else who's just tuning in. We've had a little spike in viewers. Just crossed over 50 likes. Thank you, thank you. Let's get the altar down, because... Because why? Because of my Pantheon, I think. How do I even check that? Where are we? Resources, great works. Religion. +2 influence on altar. And I think the town benefits from having the happiness building as well. What does it do adjacencies wise? +1 happiness for each adjacent wonder. And that's it. Okay, well, that's pretty straightforward. I don't know if there are going to be any wonders around the place. Let's just chuck it down there. +1 food or +1 science. Ooh. If I put the food on it, does it turn it into a food building, technically? And then I get +5 food thanks to the city-state bonus? I doubt it, but I'm going to click that just to see. No. Well, you know what? It was worth a shot. Take the codex, even though we're playing a very influence-heavy build. I do kind of need to think about victory conditions. And we have one trade route available. Woohoo! Let's get it up there. See if we can win over this guy as well, because we'll benefit more from trading with allies. So, for the first time this game, I'm going to waste a bit of influence on one of these deals. Let's do local festival. Hey, you like festivals? Deity used to be harder, and a few patches ago it got easier. Potentially. I feel like... No, maybe. I'm not sure. It could just be that I learned the game. I was going to say I feel like the game may have been slightly more difficult at launch. But with the rebalancing in this update, it's almost certainly going to be more difficult. Because the AI is just slightly more intelligent. Just slightly. And a lot of the stuff that's scaled no longer scales, if that makes sense. Here's another change to UI. The third area of the UI changes in the city was around the specialist UI. You can see that it also has these arrows. This looks much better. This is now is, I think, a much clearer trade-off. You can clearly see, should you spend your population to get this rural tile and get these nice arrows, or should you place your specialist and get these nice arrows? I like that a lot. For me, I'm probably looking at resources and thinking, these sheep are gettable from this territory, and so I should probably move toward them. That being said, Bolsa could probably have them as well. Not a biggie. I never bought Civ 7. I tend to buy games and then never play them during the Steam sale. That's fair enough. And honestly, the recommendation for Civ 7 is the same as any other game. If you can wait and get it at a 75% off, or a shout out to Old World, 90% off in the Steam sale. I put it right at the start of my Steam sale video this time around, because 90% off for that very unique little 4X game is pretty cool. Then that's your best buy anyway. Back to what you were saying in the chat, Ken. Always the best move for a complicated 4X game too. Especially Civ, jeez. Unfortunately, the general recommendation for civilizations, at least for the past ones, has also been you should get the main DLC. So, generally 2 core DLC packs with each game. I think it's certainly true with Civ 5. Actually, it's probably also certainly true with Civ 6, to be fair. Definitely Gathering Storm. Probably both. AI is the best in this game out of any Civ game. But it sets a low bar. Yeah, you know what? I think you could be right. The graphics, in my view, they really nailed it as well. I love the way Civ 7 looks. The map looks so good. I didn't realize actually how good it looked compared to Civ 6 until I was looking at Civilization 6 for that same video. And I was like, huh. I sort of thought to myself, wow, Civilization 6 does actually look kind of old now compared to Civ 7. It's showing its age just a little bit. There's a unit destroyed and some extra influence gobbled up. Om nom 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 nom. Thank you, Long Ching. You got Old World. Oh, cool. I hope you like it. I mean, for like $3, you can't really go wrong. I feel. It's literally just a couple of bucks, but it's pretty cool. Pretty unique, too. Kind of RPG-ish. A little bit grand strategy, but set within a very focused period of history. Very focused period. Much improved version of the Civ 4 color scheme. Yeah, true. Not that I've played all that much Civ 4. Please don't hate me, Civ fans. I'm sorry. Maybe one day there'll be a Civ 4 stream. Colonization's on a good special as well, about 80% off at the minute. Very cheap. Let's get some freshly nerfed silver up in here. And Bolsa. Time to specialize. Now, I need to think a little bit carefully here because one of my benefits, I believe, is supported by the trade outpost. Or it supports the trade outpost, I should say. Plus, no, not that one. Where is it? Here. +1 gold and influence on resources assigned to trade outposts. Okay. Is that good enough to make me want to turn this into a trade outpost, though? It probably isn't. Just looking at the happiness tiles and thinking, does it want to be a resort town? +1 gold per age on rural tiles with +1 with happiness. There are a few of those. That's probably the best one. Or just the generically good ones. +2 happiness to each resource tile in the town. Stuff it. Let's do it. We benefit from better trade outposts. We're making Bolsa a trade outpost. So it can trade with... no one. You played Civ 4 to death? Oh, look, you're certainly not alone in that. I can't say that I've joined you. Civilization 5 is I've played the Civ to death one. And interestingly, I'm not really even that good at it. I spend a lot of time playing it as a noob, I think. And I still am one, so that doesn't help. Oh, look at this. Holy cow. If you're just tuning in, we're playing as the new DLC leader, who has this great ability of making the incorporation action half price. And when we incorporate a city-state, we get all of their units. And by the way, when our units fight, we get influence, which is a nice little extra. But the point that I'm actually raising is this one in the middle. When you incorporate a city-state, you gain all their units. I just incorporated Moreau and just gained... Look at this. I mean, the turn's worth of production, or the amount of influence or gold that I would have to spend to levy or create these units. 1, 2, 3, 4 land units, 5 land units, 6 land units with the scout, which I think was created here. I don't know where that one came from. Plus the boat. Roughly 7 units. Exceptionally cool. Very flavoursome. I like that a lot. The visual quality is impressive. It is, actually. That is a very detailed leader artwork. And it looks good. I don't care what people say. I think they look good. I've got so many units I don't know what to do with them. Do I want to go to war with somebody? Lagging for anyone else? Interesting. The stream health on my end says it's okay. I wonder if a refresh might help. Because I'm not getting any errors. But you know what? I could actually use a glass of water. So let me go for a quick BRB. Hopefully that'll give you a chance either to refresh and fix it, or it'll just give it a chance to catch up. I'll be right back. 160 Diplo, yeah, for all of those units. 7 units. That's crazy value. All right, how are we doing? YouTube is telling me that the stream health is good. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. We'll get back to it. I was just saying at the start of the stream, I didn't turn the quality down, so it is still 4K. Just wanted to test if it was my computer and the very hot, awkward, difficult conditions that I was streaming in last time that resulted in issues, or whether it might have been something else. So I thought, give it one more go at 4K, and if this doesn't work next time, then I'll tune it down to 1440p. Does New Zealand have its own currency? Yes, we do. We have the New Zealand dollar. Very creatively named. I know. We're pretty clever. The New Zealand dollar. Yes, down here on New Zealand, we've got the New Zealand dollar. That's my impression of a New Zealand accent. In case you couldn't tell, which you probably couldn't because it sounds exactly the same as how I normally sound. Anyway, yes. Is the exchange rate good? Well, I don't know. It depends. The US dollar is stronger than the New Zealand dollar. So when someone gives a super chat in US dollars, it ends up being a little bit better. Like, sort of quote-unquote better. But then it's hard to say, right? Because things tend to scale. So what you might get for $2 US, I will have to pay $3.10 for in New Zealand dollars anyway. So it kind of ends up being the same, if you know what I mean. If you're traveling from New Zealand to the US, you notice the difference, though. Things in the US are more expensive. You know, you don't really want to be taking your New Zealand dollars to the United States, if that makes sense. So it is noticeable sometimes. Aha! Another enemy. Hiding. You can't hide from me, Long Ching. I've got your number. Looks like the legacy might be fixed. Cool, I hope so. The old BRB screen trick, eh, Ken? Thank you, Tay. Good stuff. 1 USD is $1.70 NZ. Oh, okay. It varies, it bounces around a bit between kind of a dollar. I usually work on $1.60 in my mind. But yeah, thereabouts. That makes total sense. So there you go, everybody. When you see Devilish, who, by the way, just a little love shout out to you, Devilish, routinely gives like a $2 super chat almost every stream, which is mad. When Devilish gives $2, it's actually more like $3.40 NZ. So there you go. That's like 1 liter of milk. You know more about Middle Earth? Yes. Or bottom of the earth, as it were. Sadly. The coffee trick works every time, 90% of the time. Great quote. Okay, the merchant has arrived. Finally! Let's make this trade route. And take the... let's take the culture. Take the wool out of town. And add these resources. Full-on resources now. Hello, beautiful. There's a gold milestone too for chucking that one on. We now have... we're now at maximum capacity. Okay, so I need to think about an extra city. Maybe it's Moreau. After we lost Devilish. Yo. Should I buy this or Civ 6? Paolo, if you're new to Civilization, Civilization 6 will be a much better buy. Bang for your buck. But it really does depend on your priorities. But Civilization 6 is undeniably a more complete, more fulsome experience. That being said, I would strongly recommend you buy the core DLCs for it as well. The 2 main DLC packs. Gathering Storm and the other one. Hopefully someone in chat can please type in the name of the other one. I always forget it off the top of my head. But I would recommend you get those. Or, a real outside recommendation, Civilization 5, with its 2 DLCs, is also pretty decent. I'm reluctant to recommend people against Civ 7 because I ultimately actually really enjoy it. Like, there's a reason why I'm playing it today, and it's not just because it's had a patch. But I'm also not dumb, and I can very clearly see that, as someone who's been following Civilization for a long time anyway, Civ 6 and Civ 5 are much better and much more fulsome and much more complete games than 6 is. The Civ 6 DLCs aren't on sale. No way. What about an edition? I thought they were. Let me check this out. Civilization 6, 90% off. Oh my god. Leader Pass, New Frontier. You're right. Rise and Fall. Thank you, Joseph. Oh, that's terrible. Yikes. I'm lost for words. Why is... I wonder... I can't see the additions. Is it because I'm logged in, or am I dumb? Maybe I'm dumb. Potentially one of the additions is a good deal. Otherwise, Otherwise, I would still say you're probably better with the Civ 6 base game, to be fair. But it becomes a much weaker recommendation. And actually, Civilization 5, if you can tolerate it being older, because it is much older, but Civilization 5, the core DLCs for that game are on special. So you can get the Civ 5 base game, as well as Brave New World and Gods and Kings for, in my head, converting it from New Zealand dollars, what looks to be about maybe 12 US dollars. That would be my real recommendation. If the Civilization 6 DLC isn't on sale in any edition or any way, then Civ 5, for me, swings into the number one spot. If you care about graphics, in my view, Civilization 7 is the best looking game. Even though its UI absolutely needs work, and people don't hesitate to talk about that. I think it's the best looking one. Yeah, the visual quality of the map. Very nice, very clean. What do I want to build here? I'm tempted by food buildings. I'm also tempted by happiness stuff. So maybe the garden is decent. It would benefit from coastal terrain, so it's very strong where the market went. Look at that. Hello. Wow, wow, wee wow. Monument, not so good, but the garden here is also a great show-off of the UI changes here too. Look at that. That's a lot of green up arrows and not a lot of down arrows. I think I'm building it there. Extraordinarily good. Fishing key. 4 food, because we get the +4 food, or 7 food out here. That's very good. I think I get that. Very nice. Civ 5 is on full sale, and the Civ 6 DLCs aren't. It's been triple confirmed. That's a bit of a yikes on the Civ 6 DLC front. You know, it makes me remember. It makes me cast my mind back, I should say. Before Civ 7 came out, the same thing used to happen to Civ 5. The base game would go on sale, but the DLC wouldn't. Or the base game just wouldn't go on sale at all. They seem to like to do that to the one before the latest one. I imagine to try and make the latest one more favourable comparably, because, thinking out loud on the spot here, that's kind of exactly what just happened, live here between us. It was like, the Civ 6 DLC is on sale, now it's not quite as good. For me, it made me think, okay, we'll go 5 instead then. But equally, it does make 7 a bit more appealing. Interesting. Food for thought. Because I would say both Civ 5 and Civ 6 strongly benefit from their core DLC. Yeah, Andrew. Definitely. Very strongly benefit, actually. I would never play either of those games without the core DLC, put it that way. The extra leaders, though, you know, they're nice, don't get me wrong. Absolutely nice to have. Of course, it'll add more replayability. But, you know, fundamentally, it doesn't really change the game. Neither do the corny game modes, as much as I love them in Civilization 6. Oh, bless those cheesy modes. Okay, I think I want +1 gold and +1 influence on resources on trade towns now that I actually have a trade town. Chuck that in. Imported resources as well. We could get +3 science out of that, which is better than toolmaking's +1. So let's throw that in. Otherwise, I think this is okay. I'm a little bit tempted by the gold, but I'll take the influence for now. And new city, who dis? And more importantly, where? Is this still unplayable? Many people would say yes, Chris. I wouldn't, which is why I'm playing it. Joseph, I always play with monopolies and corporations. That's fair enough. So do I, actually. You're right, when I say cheesy game modes, I'm actually more sort of specifically thinking about the Battle Royale one with the zombies and the nukes, and stuff like that, rather than the modifiers. Like selling book 1 and 10 for $1, yeah. The classic free trial. Got me. It got me. Diplomatic attribute or economic? Let's go diplomatic, because we're doing a Diplo game. Plus 25% influence towards supporting or rejecting, or plus 50% towards initiating and progressing the befriend independent action. Well, that seems kind of fun. Maybe it's time... I think it's time we make up. We kiss and make up with Long Cheng. Let's befriend them. Extra cheap now. I'll chuck some extra support at it. Let's make up for lost time. And maybe also time to incorporate painted rock, yeah? I think it is. Let's take them. Oh, although I'll lose the +4 food. I think it's still good. Any others to befriend? One up there, and also there was another one up here, wasn't there? I wouldn't have minded grabbing these guys just to see what the new city-state bonuses are for the influence ones, but... I'm getting 20 a turn. We'll come back to this, I think. It's pretty cheap. It's only 114. Hopefully I remember. I really hope I remember. I'll get the extra range just in case it helps our trade outpost. And I need another city. The zombie defense mode. Yeah, it was kind of like a battle royale in the sense that there was a zone and the zone would close in on you, Kin. And so you had to like run into the center. And there were zombies or something. The zone was basically, outside of the zone was nuclear fallout tiles, was how they sort of made it work with the mechanics they had to work with. I think I need more strength over this way. This border is wildly undefended. Let's get this scout over here as an outpost to watch this guy. Was it called Red Death? Was it that mode? I can't remember what it was called. To be honest, I only played it like one time. But I watched a live stream of some dudes playing it for hours, and it looked kind of funny. It is clever. And you know, I'm taking the mickey out of it, Ken, but I would actually love to see it again. I'd like to see a slightly more polished version of it, rather than it being a hidden DLC game mode. I think Civilization 7 could... And, you know, Civilization's never really done a great job at this, but it could look at adding a few extra modes. Some kind of roguelike mode would be amazing. I love a roguelike game. The Battle Royale one, maybe, you know, kind of just for fun, but still, it could be pretty fascinating. Maybe those two ideas could actually be the same. And I've also just realised, back onto the game here, that I don't need any of these units here anymore because Painted Rock is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... plus a scout. It's going to give me 5 land-based military units and a scout. And they're going to be better than what I've got because they're actually going to have spears. This is so strong. I love this. I see why they nerfed city-states now. Let's fight this archer to farm a little bit of influence out of it too if we can. I've got so many units, we might as well just chuck him at it. And this scout's going to become sort of like a foreign war correspondent. Let's chuck them all the way around by the capital here. Oh, actually, I could keep exploring too. Let's do that. Ah, so many priorities. Such little time. +1 gold on gold buildings is tempting. My science overall is not great though. How can I boost that? +1 science on science buildings might do it. Although the production could be really nice too. It's only 4 turns. Sure. And then in here, let's splash a bit of cash. Not on that, that's terrible. That's really bad. Decent tile for a monument out here. Also there. Natural wonders and mountainous terrain. These also tend to benefit from built wonders. Maybe I want to leave a tile by the mountains for one of those in case I need to buy one of those in future. The altar will also give me some very nice yield. So we can get a neat little tile going. Here. Good enough. Aw, shit. I've really stuffed this up. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. You made the jump to Civ 7. You brave soul. I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's nothing worse than making the jump and not enjoying it. Oh yeah, the AI in Civ 5 was ruthless. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I still lose to that game on Deity most of the time, despite it being my most played Civ game. The one I technically used to understand the most. Maybe not so much these days. I might be pretty rusty. But yeah, I still struggle. And part of it is because of how it gangs up on you. Probably a big part. Okay, we're 6 turns away. Volcanic eruption? Oh my god! What is this? Bruh. Bruh. Well, yeah, I guess this is kind of a juicy spot. I need to resettle it again. Oh, but that garden's only 1 turn away. Build the garden, then resettle that. Also need to upgrade into a city. Probably Moreau. Even though this place is arguably a little bit better. I can't believe how aggressive that forward settle was, so I'm probably going to need to turn that into a city. For defensive reasons more than anything else. Wonder if strategic allies could trick people into befriending me. I don't know if it actually has an impact on the AI's behavior or not. %20 growth rate on towns is pretty big too, so I'm going to get that. Hello, all sharp. The update seems pretty good. Pretty happy with it, eh? We're playing on one of the new maps, Pangaea Islands. Welcome, welcome if you're just tuning in. This is what it looks like. We're also playing with the new DLC Civ and Leader, and it's a particularly fun combination, which involves harvesting city-states and turning them into unit factories, value factories. I wonder if, speaking of the AI forward settling you and then sending you a message saying, how dare you settle me? Borders touching. Yeah, well, our borders are touching because you settled here. There's a little bit of that going on here. Maybe not quite so overt, but there's still a little bit of that going on. I'm about to have the largest land army in the map. Let's get this guy on auto explore so I don't have to click him all the time. He can get to work on seeing how good this map really is, buddy. 69 likes. Nice. Resources are really good for me, and a little bit of extra tile expansion here as well, even though it's a fairly useless tile. We'll take it nonetheless. Gold on gold buildings is very tempting. I'll take the science though. Let's try and level up our science a little bit more. Speaking of which, 20% science, that'll do. And scraping the bottom of the barrel is in terms of policies here. Let's take the +8 gold per turn. +10, soon to be, if not already. I've lost count. You get over there. Just get away from that mess. Goodness. Angry city-states everywhere. Let's befriend these guys too. 15 turns. I'll just let that tick away. And we can get our town obnoxiously far away from everything else. The AI is going to love that. Oh boy. I do like the UI changes in the city here too. This is the only part that confuses me just a little bit. The symbol next to the bath. 2 tiles? 1 tile. Unsure. But overall, I think it looks really nice. Whoa, plus 20% growth rate in towns with a growing focus. This is good and probably better than the gold that I just put in. See you later, gold. Because we've got Moreau, growing town, and Tony Town, growing town. Let's get back to citizenship. Oh, I want my laser cannon observatories. I do. Yes, the patch notes were surprisingly big. I gotta say, I was quite impressed actually with the level of rebalancing. Balancing and rebalancing that they did. I'm probably gonna have to bring these units back now after just saying how great it is that they can leave. Largely because we've got this forward settling situation going on. And things are going to get hot, potentially on every border. I only want to ally with you because they're at war and need help. You know, and I always say no to their requests. You think they'd learn. They don't seem to learn. I'm always going to say no to that, and then you're just going to ask me to be my friend again, and everything will be fine. Hey, befriending the aggressive city-states is a great way to spend your influence, though, because like you say, you just get swamped otherwise. And so you can kind of think about it as a good trade-off between, you know, it allows you to spend your production on other things. There's an opportunity cost, of course, but, I mean, that's the whole point, I guess. People like that IRL, too. Do I want to spend 60 influence to get +3? No. Terrible, terrible spend that would be. Okay, Painted Rock, how are they doing? 1 turn. Alright, here we go. I want to get a clip of this for my patch update video. So, I'm going to force end turn. Ah, incroyable. What a clip. Keep an eye out for that one in the subscriber box near you as soon as I can manage. Depends on how long I live stream today, basically. As to when that video will do out. But I will need to do another summary because the patch, back to what we were talking about earlier, is much larger than what I expected it to be. Definitely in terms of the balancing and rebalancing stuff. Right, where's my nearest enemy? White borders. Why do you not like me? Leader agenda. Right, so we just default dislike each other. Either way, we've incorporated this one now. Let's get some more resources. Infantry unit, combat strength, or +5 food in all settlements. 5% food too. Tactically, expanding there would block their future expansion. But only really to crappy tiles. So I don't think that matters all that much. I'm going to take the rice. Over settlement cap. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. And now that I've got Painted Rock, I'm thinking maybe it becomes the city, because it looks pretty good. And it's got a shitload of units near it. I'm wondering also if I want to declare a war just because we kind of need to for the victory conditions, and we're getting through the age. We're not yet trading with this person, and she's really aggressively forward settled us. Old Egypt over here. I'm going to denounce them. Because they've settled far too close to me and peeved me off. And maybe we'll get some military aid. Last 15 turns. Maybe soonish. Soonish. Units will get ready for upgrades wherever possible. Not enough money. Classic. And we'll assemble everything on this front line. Which is kind of going to be a double front line because we need to take out Paratum immediately. And then maybe focus on another city. But maybe we just take this and defend. And we can sort of farm a little bit of military experience that way. Farm a bit of influence as well, by the way. So, with that in mind, I think I'll stay on my side of the river. Obviously, it'll be much easier to defend. And there's a naturally... really nice looking defendable border here, actually. Navigable river stretching a long way in. And then a bit of raised area. Okay. Let's get the scout in a better spot for spying as well. Sneak your way over there. This guy was going to sneak his way there. I'm going to do the same. And you can carry on auto-exploring. Couple of units defending the capital and adjacent territories is probably enough. I think those two will be fine. technically the capital has nothing, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Next city, 400 bucks. Jeez, I need that really bad. +2 gold per turn? Okay. Currency 2 for the money in the codex. Sure. Oh, I just about clicked upgrade. Okay, so I can't quite afford the upgrade yet. Because I think that the extra city should be my #1 priority. Send 1 warrior back to base. Get our little spy scouts in place here. Little lookout just to see what's going on. A lot of archers going on. Okay. How about this one? What do we got going on over here? Quite a lot of military. So if we do fight, it's going to have to be a quick fight. On my terms, and then a frantic defend over this way, I'd say. Wool's another bonus resource, which is quite handy, so let's grab it. Grab it. Both civilizations agree not to attack each other. Agree not to attack the other civilization for a duration of the action. Doing so will result in a penalty or start a war. Oh, don't be like this. Oh, shoot. Okay. Can I afford to start the war now? Not really. I mean, the sensible answer is no, right? The absolute sensible answer here is no. I can't. I kind of want to, though. I really want to. But I think the answer is no. So I will say, let's both agree not to attack each other. Buy me a bit of time. I see she's got walls straight away. Of course she does, because we're playing on Deity, and the AI will get their walls straight away. Basically. I don't think it's a good idea. As soon as that runs out, though, I think I go to war. So how long do I have to wait? It's only 10 turns. That's fine. Give me a chance to heal up my units, upgrade my units, etc., etc. Then I will warmonger. It's a 10-turn warmonger timer. Now I can be focused. In light of that, I'm going to send 1 more melee unit that way. Get that one off the river. Probably actually there is where it needs to be. And then that one goes there. This ranged unit can stay put. Already in place, looking good. It's really not a lot of room here. Jeez, we're really trapped. Right, and then ranged unit, ranged unit. Probably keep one there just in case. And the War of Painted Rock. What about Anuradhap? Anurad Hapura up here. I reckon I should probably befriend them too. Let's do it. We've got friends everywhere. I forgot to befriend these guys, so I'll befriend them as well. All of them will be my friends. Gotta pick up the little one. Thank you for being here, Robert. I appreciate the chats and the banter. I really do. What's our warmonger timer at now? Okay, it's only been 3 turns apparently. I'm impatient. +1 spearman. Oh, thanks, Long Ching. Just what I needed. Off to the front lines with you. It's a juicy tile. We'll take that. And I think we'll just stay put. Next turn I'll be able to upgrade into a city. Haven't quite decided who it's going to be yet. Maybe this guy. It's either this one, or this one. Moreau's got some real money-making potential. Painted Rock could be a great trade outpost if they end up being my friend. If they end up being my enemy, it's a little bit risky. So maybe not Painted Rock. I think I'll go with Moreau as first planned. Yeah. Okay, Moreau. Congratulations. You're a city. Right. Where to begin? I mean, that actually looks pretty good. Smash it over that tile. Get a expansion out of that. Hopefully get something either foodie or production-y. I mean, 2 production is quite production-y. The 2+1's probably a bit better though, so I'll grab that. Stop their expansion as well. They could technically grab that tile, which would really hurt me. And now... Moreau City. Haha. Get these units ready to fight on the beaches. These guys can invade. These guys can defend. This guy's gonna refound Devilishu all those years later. And we're looking good. I think we've stabilized. Soon as war is coming, let me get a war technology. Is it the wheel? I don't think so. Let's master bronze working, actually. +3 combat strength could be pretty big. Settler in place! Huzzah! Pax Imperatoria! The military/expansionist star challenge. Grab that jade. Sorry, long. Chuck that in Moreau. That's looking good. It's not a very happy city, but Still looking good. I'm massively above my settlement limit is the trouble. I kind of forgot about that, I'm not going to lie. I think citizenship gives us one though, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. That's a total lie. What the heck? Okay, there's one in entertainment. Oh, that's not good. Let's swap to the military ones, because I am very strongly thinking about doing some military things. We'll also get the iron under the same vein. Pun intended. It was a weak pun, but it worked. And Painted Rock is ready to be a proper town. Maybe we make it a military one. A fort town, +5 healing to units, and +25 health to walls. I mean, that would be good if I had walls. I don't know if it really is all that good. Trade outposts benefit me better than most, so I'm just going to make it another trade outpost. More happiness. And then attach it up to Moreau. Oh, I wish I had a little bit more cash. And I wish this wasn't here. 2 problems. Okay, Long Chiang, time for another bonus for me. Should we get some combat strength to help us in the fight? Well, that tile actually would be really good at defending. +6 combat strength when defending. It would make that city very hard to fight. Hello to T-Series. +1 combat strength. Yeah, okay. Generically good. Let's immediately move to incorporate Long Chiang. Taking over their 1, 2, 3, 4, goodness knows how many units. Playing on Deity difficulty today, my friend. I should put that in the title, actually, because that's quite a commonly asked question. Yeah, the strong arm, the flex. Am I actually flexing though? Hard to say. Hard to say. That a +1 settlement limit I could have taken. And look at this wise guy. Okay, let's get another one out of these guys. Because you're right. You're absolutely right. Okay, okay. Note to self. I really should strongly consider a +1 settlement limit. Even though it's a soft limit in this game, and I can kind of tank the happiness for a while. That's a great tile. Let's grab that one. Fortifications complete. On the war timer, we are actually done. We can war right now. Okay. Horror is going to be renamed to Devilish Shoro. Thank you again, Devilish, for your super chat. Much earlier on. How long have we been going? A couple of hours, maybe? I should probably stop soon, actually. I need to make my patch video. For now... Ooh, tempting. It's only 13 turns. That's not that bad. I think I'll get some walls, though. Just in case bad things happen. And let's send the migrant up to Moreau, the very unhappy settlement of Moreau. Oh, I was wondering. There's nothing to purchase. Oh, something really bad is happening. It's a natural disaster. Those disaster animation screens look awesome. I love those. They're great. Won't being at 8 settlements during war with a cap of 4 be a bit much? Yes. It will. In fact, I mean, it'll potentially be more than that, actually. Like 9, at least for a period. It'll be at least 9 if the war goes well. There's a maximum of minus 35, though. So at some point the cap goes away. I wonder if I can tank it. That volcano really wants to eat the horses. That it does. And you know what? It can have them, because the horses aren't even mine. I don't want your stinking horses. We're a little ways off reaching that level of settlement cap, though, to be fair. I think we're okay. Right, do I literally have nothing to build here? Are you joking me? Oh no, here we go. It just can't be right. Okay, barracks for 4 production is decent. A bath for 7 food is probably better. Let's get it down. It'll give us a growth. There aren't really any more resources to grow to, I don't think. So, let's do a specialist. This one actually makes a little bit of money in gold. What a tile. And culture. Although this one gives influence. Ooh. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I'll take the influence, I think. And 5 turns worth of science or a codex. Funny. Usually it's see a codex, take a codex, but I wonder if the 5 turns of science is just as good. Like, how much does this cost? If this costs about 5 turns... no, actually, that's dumb. I should take the codex. Take the codex. Because my logic is, I will never be able to get that specific codex again. Okay, do we have any settlement caps in the tech tree? I forget. Or is it just the codices that we get here? It looks like it is just the codices. I'm going to trip on that every time. Okay, fine. In that case, I'll figure out what a wheel is. Did they change the borders? They look thicker. It's funny you say that, because I was looking at my border and thinking that's quite a definitive color contrast for this civilization. I wonder if it's just that, or... I don't know. I'll be reading through the patch notes later. Properly reading through them, anyway. I've skimmed through them, but there was a lot there, a lot more than I expected. Right, the migrant has arrived, which is basically just a free population, a free growth event. Let's get the happiness from down there. Come on, Moreau, cheer up. We'll buy it an altar to help it along its way, or maybe a garden. Let's have a look. Garden, 2 happiness, 10 food. Woof. Altar, 1 extra happiness, but 9 fewer food. Oh, look, I've got to go for the yield. It's got to be the garden. and we'll repair the damage done by that pesky volcano. Nice. If I make the other town focus, clan networks becomes useless. For now, this is probably okay. Patch notes are our newspapers. Oh yeah, I should buy some merchants as well, actually. Can I afford them? Yes, I can. Alright, let's get some trade going. Try and make some friends. Or at least get some extra resources. Because that'll be a bit of a weakness. And my merchants are actually very good. We probably need a deal with old buddy here. Now that we've improved our relations, I think we'll be able to trade with him again. Again. 2 cotton. Looks good. Good evening, Bruno! Welcome! If you're just joining us, there's quite a lot in this patch, more than I expected. The main headline changes, let's see if I can remember them all this time, chat, are... City UI has changed, as you just saw actually by that growth event. That's the first big one. New civs and a leader. We're playing as both of them right now, actually. Many of them, I should say. Thirdly, new city-states, new types of city-states, new bonuses. And fourthly, a big sweeping rebalance of most elements of the game, actually. Including leader attribute, including the cost of building, of constructing buildings, and many other things. Many. The UI does, it would seem, start to get good, yeah. You're not wrong. At least a step in the right direction. Again. Oh, look at these guys. Tubman. Okay, we're going to get military aid with them. And... go to war, I think. We just have to. This forward settling has to stop. I've got so many units after incorporating now Long Chiang as well. I mean, God. The amount of money that this is costing me must be extraordinary. And will be actually moving forward because they changed that in the patch as well. The cost of unit upkeep has increased by 1 gold per unit per age. So in the final age, it's plus 3 gold per unit generally. I think there might have been a little bit of finessing around the edges. 5 turns away from getting the suzerain benefit out of them. We won't fully incorporate them because I'm pushing up against the settlement limit pretty aggressively. Slowly building some happiness buildings here though, and we're actually only at -3 despite all of this damage. The real damage will be done to my social policies the longer this goes on. So let's do it, baby! Get your war sticks out! It's wartime. Seven war support? I feel like maybe I celebrated too soon. Let me denounce them first. Okay, do a couple of cheeky upgrades. To war! Soon. Yeah, 7 is outrageous. Considering we don't even have a good relationship. 7 is outrageously bad. It's still 7. Maybe I just tank it and pay for it. Or I wait 9 turns to really soil the relationship. Another 9 turns? Can I even wait another 9 turns? Goad them into attacking me instead. She always gets 5 if I declare war on her. Oh, good point. I totally forgot. Thank you. It's a big tease. Yeah, I'm just dragging it along, aren't I? I could try and goad her into fighting me by sanctioning her some more. Hindering her military production. And her public morale. And steal her technology. We're going all in on being really annoying. Although we'll lose the art of the I was gonna say the art of the deal. We'll lose the art of the element of surprise. A little bit more happiness for Moreau. Very good. Oh, beautiful looking event. And an army commander would be a great pickup. Thank you very much. Make another trade route with our buddy over here. Haha, second one done. Nice. I honestly am pretty tempted to just soak the 7 war support that I'm going to lose. Use my element of surprise and just take her quickly, because we're now at 84% age progress. The antiquity age will end at 200. It's currently at 167. Of course, it'll start the 10-turn timer, so I'll have 10 turns, but that's all. Get a couple of upgrades down. Oh, I should have done that one, really. Open borders for old trade buddy over there. Let me quickly check the codices. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I would need 3 to get to the next step. Okay. Is that possible? It's going to be pretty hard. I don't think it's doable, sadly. So I should probably try and unlock the happiness building, because that's my greatest need right now. Army commander, dude, we need you straight at the front line. Grab that crappy warrior and get in there. Take the 2 cities, full send it, just take them and see what happens, says Jose. I like your reckless disregard for my safety, Jose. Let's do it. Next turn. I've got a boat here to fight her with as well. Hey, she didn't see this coming, did she? Is my water and towel situation good? Oh, thank you for asking, Ken. Yes, it is. My hot water cylinder broke last week, and I had it fixed at the weekend, which was a bit unfortunate. It had to happen, of course, so quickly, but of course it needed to. So yes, thank you. It's okay. I don't have to run and change towels to mop up leaking water anymore. Much more relaxed today as a result. Too relaxed, though. I need to watch the time. If I want to get this patch video done today, forewarning, I probably will stop the stream kind of within the next half an hour, I'd say, unfortunately. Or I could not make the patch video and keep streaming. There's a little part of me that might do that. We'll see how we go. See how this goes in particular, this war right here. Declare the war for the content. For the content! Alright, let's do it. Declare war. Surprise! I don't know if I... The 5 is pretty tough. Okay, I'm gonna need to move very quickly. Oh! The boat strike! You should not have had your unit embarked, my friend. It's actually frustratingly quite a tricky one to capture as well. Because of the freaking tiles. Everything's fine. Just throw these guys' bodies at it. You're doing your country proud. I wonder if I run at this city as well. It looks quite weak. I can't take it, but I might be able to do some pillaging. Let's send one unit. Let's send 2 units in as pillagers. Villager pillagers. Might as well make a bit of money. Major defeat. All of the free units we received from Long Cheng are going to have to go up this way, I think. Scout down. Oh no, I forgot to get this, evacuate the spy out of there. Oh, terrible. Oh, let's go pillage the village in its honor. And maybe act as a good wee distraction too. A little bit of extra space for some military units. Pillage this to heal for 30, don't mind if I do. Thanking you. I probably need the ranged unit there, so I'm going to move it into to this tile for now. And let's get this guy up here as well, because thinking ahead a little bit, I think I'm going to actually just need basically everybody over here. This place is so unhappy, oh my god. Trade outpost? Guys? Please? It's very bad. But I'll give it a go. War wariness is kicking in a major way. Whose idea was it to tank this? 120. Okay. Everything's fine. Who's still left to move? Get in there! Uh-oh. Need to try and stop him as they cross the river. So let's move this guy back. Okay, time for a new bonus. Is there... There is not. These are new, aren't they? This is the diplomatic and or influence ones. Happiness is for amateurs. +1 happiness here. Double during a celebration. Probably not going to happen. We could get a favor option. Both civs gain 4 happiness per turn and vision around their capital. Support both gain 8. That could be handy. 2 happiness on happiness buildings. Generically good. +1 happiness on warehouse buildings. This can be chosen multiple times. Okay. +2 on happiness buildings should get me about 10. So I think I take that. I'm stressed too. Let's take that. Okay, empire-wide we're at +1. We're just in the green. Very nearly just in the green. The war continues, truly at record pace. Got a boat. And some bows. It's all very good. I'm going to stab with the spearman and bring the extra one in when that one dies, because we need to do this as quickly as possible. Wonder if we can get that island too. That's going to be very hard. Also, this place is about to suffer, so let's send that army up there. Okay, that looks okay. It's okay. +1 is better than 0, that's right. Infinitely better. Time to pillage that village! Woo! It's like a section on a lame Ellen show or something. +200 happiness towards your next celebration. Sure. Oh look, here's 2. Let's take that. Devilish Oro. 2 extra happiness for the group. Okay, another suzerain bonus as well. What have we got here? +1 settlement limit. Hello. Now we're talking. Stream lagging. Oh, yes, I see. YouTube needs a line of video. Alright, everybody. Just going to take a break real quick. Lagging a good bit. Sorry, friends. I will actually fix this for next time. Oh, and speaking of, next time will probably not be for a couple of weeks. I've got a very busy 2 weeks coming up, and I don't think there'll be any live streams during that time. So early October will be a quiet time for live events. But they're not going away. They'll just be disappearing for, I would guess, about a fortnight. Probably returning to the live streams around the middle of October. And hopefully just pick up where I left off. I say that now just in case. The pillage was so strong I pillaged the FPS as well. Damn it! And if you missed me saying it last time, next time I'll just reduce the quality. I'll just lower the bitrate a little bit. Maybe also remove the 4K option and turn it down to 1440p, which is probably still good enough for most people. Anyway, I see we are dropping a few frames, so I'm just going to go and get a glass of water. Hopefully we won't have to end the stream. I'll be right back. stay hydrated. Great advice. If the stream had stayed better hydrated, maybe it wouldn't have had issues. Although, according to my stream settings, we are actually okay. So let me jump back to the gameplay. I love a water cooler break. Me too. Nothing like chewing the fat. Alright, let's jump back in and hope for the best. Things look okay on my end. For now, touch wood. Holy cow, they don't look so good down here though, do they? I spin my chair. Very good. Okay, so these guys aren't spearmen, which turns out is really bad when you're fighting cavalry. So, let's quickly carry this on. I've got a lot of influence now, holy cow. Enough to reduce this by 2. It's not massive, but it's enough. Happiness now at 3. Huh. Stop clicking that. Me. Okay, any unit that is doing nothing needs to come back to the capital. So I think there's one. This archer, most certainly, will be another one. And that's probably good enough. I will be able to take that. Likely without this spearman. I have 2 left. I'll leave him there for now, though, just in case. It is so strange. Alright. Gold? Sure. It's the placebo effect, yeah. I'd like to think it is. This is really bad. This is not bad, though. There we go! Success! You gotta take the small victories where you can. Okay. Do I want to keep it or burn it down? That's tricky. Actually, really quite tricky. I wonder. Because it's kind of in a crappy spot and I'd rather it not be there, but... Let's have a look. I think I'll burn it down. I just don't really need that one, I don't think. Feels bad. But yeah, no, look, it's in the way and it shouldn't have been there. Okay, good. Now that that's done, also I can refocus my efforts over here. I wonder if it's worth upgrading that one. It's still got a bit of life left in it, so let's give it a go. Get a replacement in behind that guy. Poor sacrificial lamb. Let's burn down their academy. How do you like me now? Guess I'll move to this tile. I'm going to take a hammering from these ranged units is the unfortunate thing. But, I mean, are you a sacrificial lamb if you didn't? Probably not. Okay, I think maybe we should leave. Holy moly, it survived. Would you look at that? Stab that unit on the river. Because it's a stalemate, I've got to take the victories where I can get them. And you fortify there. Because ultimately I don't have to push this any further. And this is a relatively easy spot to defend against. Actually, the boat could come up the river. Oh my god. It's a navigable river. Incroyable. Moreau's defenses are taking a very heavy beating. Goodness. Meanwhile, the boat's gonna sail over this way instead. Probably okay. Try and get some snipes off. Pew pew pew, pew pew pew. I kind of want this unit to die. Let's send it in. Oh man, look, I thought it would trade. Okay. Oh well. Look, you get what... Sometimes you get exactly what you ask for. -1 gold maintenance on units, I feel, is potentially very good. 15. Okay. It was decent, it wasn't as great as I thought it might have been. Better in future ages. Sweep up the back line. I knew you had a purpose, you poorly positioned unit, you. Speaking of poorly positioned units, let's take advantage of their crappy positioning. Get the commander in the fight. Leave a spearman there while we burn this down. Yes. +1 war support on all wars. 2 turns. I do need it. We'll take it. Slowly but surely turning this around. Now only at -3. Ha ha ha. Moreau desperately trying to defend, and it looks like it's just held. Or at least... it's what... it's the ability to hold. There we go, okay. Reinforcements hopefully just arriving in time. Hopefully doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Hello? There we go. Painted Rock isn't looking quite as strong as it was a few turns ago, is it, everybody? 2 turns and we can declare peace. Peace in our time. Heal 25 on all units. Or +3 combat strength when attacking, -2 when defending. Ha, that's very flavorful, I like that. But I'm just going to take the heal, because we've got quite a few units and quite a few injured units. The heal on this city in particular is potentially massive. Depending on what that does. Let's see. Okay, it decided to run back here and take a stab at this guy, which is so fair. Oh, terrible flood has washed through our back line, including our commander. Really outstanding result there. Shocking. Whew, alright. Of course, by farming these enemy units, I'm getting a lot of, checks notes. Influence. And then that influence is supporting my erogenous war. Yeah. Very good. Oh, hold strong, Painted Rock. We can nearly peace out. We're so close. Drama and poetry is quite good, so we should chuck that in. Better civics, better results. Okay, how are we looking? Peace. Oh, she doesn't want a bar of it. Oh no. This isn't going to plan. She'll take that back. You want Painted Rock? Yes, she loves Painted Rock. What about Long Cheng? Okay. How about we trade? No, okay. Well, look, I'm just going to burn that down and then we'll see how she feels. It's tense. It's tense and it's dicey. Hold the line! +3 combat strength and fortified districts, +2 happiness and settlements, and the settlement limit from entertainment. Do I go for that, or do I want to try and stretch to the codex? I don't actually think I can get either, is the sad truth. The social policy slot, unlikely to help all that much. I probably should have got the traditions, though, actually. Let me get this. How do I best defend against this onslaught of madness? Oh, I've still got the boat as well. Okay. Boat actually doing a lot of work. I could take this guy out of here this turn. Actually, that looks safe to me. So let's run him over. Because Paradam's about to go persplat him, am I right? Persplat! That's a nice spot for a town. I'll give him that. It's a nice spot for a town. I should settle one there. Long Ching's going to stretch out nice and long to the bottom there. Grab that. Commander heal. Spearman stay put. Boat. Shoot your boat gun, damn it. Ah. Okay, nothing's in range. Which is maybe a good thing. He says, as his defenses take a walloping. No walls, big problems. 10 turns left in the age, okay. She will accept a tap-out peace deal. So I could say, cool, war goals achieved, let's end this. And I think that looks like the sensible decision. Most definitely, actually. Yeah. We're done. We're done here. War goal achieved. I consider that a success for the Empire. We burnt down her stupid town. Whew. And I think that was about all that I could get away with. Let's be real. This was turning bad quickly. I mean, it was dicey. Definitely dicey. Bulgaria unlocked thanks to me having 3 altars. 9 turns until the age ends. You know, hilariously, I do kind of want a town here. I didn't... Yeah. I sort of didn't really realize how much I wanted a town there. I'm gonna buy some walls for painted rock now that we've got a little calm in the storm. Get that better defended for next time. Eight food fishing key. What the heck? Get in there. Granary as well. 8 food. Brickyard. The basics. Thank you for your support and success. We're now at a whopping, that's right, 79 happiness, in fact. Look at the Empire rejoice. The people are pleased, sir. We really love the fact that you took over their town and burnt it down for no reason. We love it. No, we burnt it down to preserve our happiness. That's what we actually did. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to win them over. Bummer. I guess we'll just leave them. I could have picked up a huge navy. Look at that. Hey, Trisha. Espionage action detected. Another wall, maybe not. Happiness is not a problem anymore. I don't have time to build a wonder either, so unfortunately, I guess I just want either walls or brickyards. Get a wall down there. Do we have another crappy warehouse district already somewhere? These are all very good tiles, is the trouble. Oh man, I've got an empty slot in the middle. Get the barracks online first. Go painted rock! What a hold! This boat really deserves a some sort of ultimate upgrade as well. Rename the unit the boat that could. Promote it into some kind of naval commander next age. Okay, I can relax now. As we have, what, 6 turns left. Alright, very good. Codex check. Ages away. Economy ages away. Military ages away. Actually at quite a nice resting point. Not as far as I would normally progress in this age either. It's got to be said. The AI's put up more of a fight. It's quite a literal fight. Though that was my doing. I don't think these matter because there aren't many turns left. I could just get public life, potentially. And likewise, just because there aren't many turns, I think the rest of my units can basically just stay put where they are. Of course, they won't reset, which is nice. But they're already in pretty good positions. Maybe we could use a few more over by the capital. Some sort of great elephant migration's taking place. Ta-da! Oh, not again! Volcano taking another bite out of its neighbors. She's pretty pissed. Very angry at me. Hostile is actually a massive understatement. There's 180 hostility coming out of the sanctions alone. Look how dangerous they are. Sheesh. Alright. We made it to the end of an age. Ah, it feels good. Milestone get. Lakshmi Bai level 2. It's playing the sad music though, so I think I didn't come out in first. Potentially. Let's see. Wonders, I didn't build a single one. Not interested. That sucks. In terms of expansion and militarism, I was first equal, but first nonetheless. Codexes didn't do a good job. And Silk Roads, nearly first, but Not quite good enough. Not bad, honestly. Not bad. Let's have a look at it actually on this graph. Slightly better read. Okay. Yeah, I could have used maybe a, a cultural one. I'll take it. I'll take it. What did I unlock? Round protector. Okay. Oh boy. Yes, mementos. Great call. Thank you. I think the bifocals weren't very good. I think the necklace was actually very good. But the bifocals can probably go. Resource imports would have been a better one for me. It depends a little bit on who I'm playing as well, so I'm not sure why I'm picking this first. Just something that I could get a little bit more use out of, I guess. Any suggestions on who to play next? The game thinks I should... Oh, unlocks, damn it. I always forget the unlocks. That's annoying. Well, the game thinks I should play as Chola or Diviet. I don't really love either of those for how this build has played out. Chola, I could probably... Yeah, I could be swayed on this, though. This is decent enough. There's some trade synergy, there's some money and happiness synergy there, too. Bulgaria. Production when pillaging. I mean, that's dreadful. Mongolia? Shawnee! And everyone else is locked. There is no new civ in this age. It's the modern age that gets the second new civ. Man, these are some really lame options, actually. Oh, what a tricky choice. Here we have combat strength for every empire resource. River stuff. The Shawnee are okay. I don't think this is a Mongol game. It's not a Diviet game really either. It could be a Chola game. And I don't know if any game is a Bulgaria game. Time to start a new game. This boat is pretty cool with an extra attack per turn. Maybe we'll go Chola. It's a geographical choice. Kind of fits. Money, happiness, trade. Sure. I think it's maybe the best pick. Hard to say. A pretty average bag of options, to be fair. Shawnee, thought about two, yeah, honestly, not a bad shout. I love you real Bulgarians. Your civ just needs a bit of work, maybe. Hey, at least you've got one. Alright. Oh. Legacy-wise, there will be one Dark Age option available, but I don't know anyone who's ever taken one of those. They need to be changed moving forward. Missionaries have +1 charge, +1 movement, but -3 happiness in all settlements once you've founded a religion. Double if it doesn't follow. And +1 charge, +1 movement, it's just not that good. It's not worth losing all of the rest of these benefits. I think fealty, the +2 settlement limit, for obvious reasons, is very good for me here. So I'll take that one for sure. What have we got? +5 gold for every trade route in antiquity. I only had 2. Bit sad. Bit sad. Morocco become the capital? Nah. Damn, looks like it's just crappy attributes. Okay. Alright, all of the attribute points. And a +2 on my settlement limit. We're now comfortably within it. And very happy. What happens to the city-states? Oh look, we have a nice view of the map here too. You can see what the main Pangaea looks like. I love that there is a massive inland lake here in the middle. This is really nice. Otherwise, maybe a fairly normal Pangaea. Some reasonable cutouts around here too, though. Looks like some islands down the bottom here below Constantinople. Chiang Mai. Venice. And Rockslide. Well, obviously we want to befriend them very quickly. I'm just wondering if there's like a tactical one I could get, like here, Constantinople. That's hilarious. We grab that one, we'll get a town right in behind that city. And then we'll go Venice as well. For the money. But with that, I think I might end the stream here. I hear the lag has kicked up again really bad. Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna have to go and make my patch video anyway, so I might use that reluctantly as a time to say, ka kite anō, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And again, if you weren't here earlier, next time will be a couple of weeks. I won't be able to stream for about the next 2 weeks, but I will stream again after those 2 weeks are up. Don't know if we'll necessarily carry on with this game necessarily, or this specific save. But nonetheless, I will be back. There'll be a couple of videos throughout that time, but not as many as there have been over recent weeks either, just so you know. I just want you to know, I guess, I'm not going away. It'll just be a little bit quiet for a couple of weeks. And with that, I'll try and reduce the lag as much as I can and cut to the end screen. And I'll save this just in case. New patch, new age, same lag. And I will also commit to next time getting rid of this lag by reducing the quality of the stream just a little bit. Unfortunately, I think it must be done. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Seriously. Not quite taking weeks off, but they will be quiet. And I won't be able to stream during them. Almost certainly. But content will still be happening. And that's probably about all I should say. So, I will leave that mysteriously there. Thank you for chatting away with me. Whether it was the last couple of minutes. Ken, Chris, Sharp, Joseph, I see you down there. Dingo Star, great name. Or earlier on in the stream, or throughout the stream. It's been a good few hours long, actually. Also, an extra special shout out to you, Tino, for the $10 super chat from earlier on. You are a legend. So too is Devilish for kicking off the stream, as he almost always does, with a freaking $2 super chat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks so much. Thank you for being here. It's awesome. enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. If you're playing Civilization 7, seems like a pretty good patch. I'm going to work on a video on it now. Hopefully I will get that done today. If you want a quick rundown of what's changed, I'll try and include some graphics from today's stream as well. I've got a couple of clips, so keep an eye out for those. You'll be the insiders, the true insiders there. Very few people will have seen them. Hopefully they won't be too boring and repetitive as a result. Alright, folks, take care out there. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.